Oh.
Phew. Good evening. Mrs. H just going by, clearing up after her dog was peed on the floor again. About 12 times a day. I'll get me shotgun before much longer, I'll tell you. I really will. It's a dirty devil. Right. Good evening, everybody. Sorry I kept you waiting a little bit. I had to have my dinner. Thoroughly enjoyed. I had seafood. Well, it was seafood and pasta and a basil sauce.
Bongole, really.
Apparently,
Bongole.
Bongole, which I thought was a name of a song, but whatever. But it was very nice. Now I'm stuffed. So, Henry, good evening, mate. Nice to see you. Dick's Engine, as always, mate. Good to see you. And Dirt Rider. Ash, hi, nice. And Jason Hughes. Where are we? James Bond, yeah. James, I always want to call you James Bond. Why is that, I wonder? Don't you lick my hand, you dog pissing on the floor. Can't say piss. Oh, it's mine. It's a thread. I'll say pissing. James, yes. Sparky, good to see you, mate. How are you? Where are we? Yes. Scotty, good evening, Scotty. How are you? Apparently, I ought to make. Where are we? No, I didn't walk through it, dear. No.
No.
Just going through here, looking at setting up my my doodads.
Oh, by the way, your phone was ringing.
Oh, my phone was ringing. So I'm a bit disjointed here at the moment. I'm not quite sure what this call, but I'll look at that later on anyway. So, what have we been up to? Well, it's been a beautiful day. I got dragged out shopping, would you believe? Less than happy. So I end up paying. When we go out for the afternoon, I end up paying. So we arranged that, okay, I said to Mrs. H, we're going to go to Lidl's. So we got our dinner. You can pay for this lot. It worked out about a third of what I paid for. But I did buy myself a parts box. You know, these ones with the, where's up here somewhere. I can put me bits in from carburetors and stuff like that, which is I'm quite pleased with. Gravy Man, good to see you, mate. Lord Detective, hi guys, good to see you. So yeah, I bought myself some anyway, which is not so good. I also found a tool machine in the workshop today that I forgot I had actually, and it's a manual rolling machine. I got from RJ Tooling or some such thing, RJT, I don't know, years ago, never used it. And the idea being, I thought, well, cut a patch out for this lawnmower that I'm going to weld. Yeah, I know, I've not done it yet, but hey, Rome wasn't built in a day. But I'm just trying to work out how to use the damn thing. It's never been out of the box. And I even found the original label. But as you can see, it's difficult to read it. Manual rolling machine, RM30, I think it said RM60, maybe RM30. So I have to look up, see if I can find some descriptions on that. Snobby, good to see you, mate. As always, good to see you, mate. So I've got this gear, Tommy Hanlon. Yeah, so we've got the gear, no idea. But my mate's supposed to be coming round this week, and we're going to get this patch sorted out. He's going to show me how to use this here MIG welder, trying to produce a weld rather than seagull poo. At the moment, that's all I'm producing. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. I'm sure it will get better. What else has been going on? Let me see. Mrs. H is now waiting for her, I think, her second jab, because obviously NHS they get theirs. Apparently, she's got to wait another 2 weeks, 3 weeks. In the meantime, millions of people get there first, which is brilliant news. And I do know that I think Mick's wife's Mrs. Mick, Mrs. P, is gradually coming through it. The phone ringing. Almost certainly Mick. There it is. And I forgot to turn it off. And there he goes again. So I now have to block him. No, I won't. I'll put it on silent so you can pay for the call. Mick, good to see you, mate. I hope you come and join us. I did speak to Mick, and I think Sue is very, very slowly coming through it. Do hope so, anyway. Of course, the worry about it all is then does the rest of the family get it? God forbid young Riley gets something, you know, poor lad. And Pauline makes nice cakes and a cup of tea. God forbid, I think Pauline's not a spring chicken. She's nearly as old as I am. So that's the last thing you want to get. I mean, and Mick is, what's Mick now? He's about 12, isn't he? 12, 13, something like that. He'll be due fairly soon. But there. What else has been going on? Well, to be honest, not a great deal. We've finally, Mrs. H finally cut the grass today or yesterday? Yesterday. And believe it or not, hi Mick, good to see you, mate. So the first machine started up. It did take 2 or 3 pulls actually, a bit of priming, because I must admit, hand on heart, wherever it might be, I left the fuel in there, but it did start anyway. So that's going. And then another mate of mine phoned up. He said, "Can you fix lawnmowers?" Well, the answer to that would be maybe. And he said, "Mine's just gone bang." Apparently he started to work, and then it went from 3,000 revs to 0 in a nanosecond with a large bang. So he's asking if I got one I can sell him. I might have. So hopefully that deal will come through, and I will also have his busted one and put a new motor on there, and away you go. So I might be a drink in there for me. Does Mrs. H want to borrow my tennis? Mrs. H can't be trusted with a self-drive bike, as you know. I think I've told the story before, but I did have a self-drive. I did for her, rebuilt it for her. So we started up, and I showed her how to use it, and she ran straight into the water butt. Thereby followed a mouthful of F's, and I do mean a mouthful of F's, and she's not touched it since, so she can't be trusted. So just give her a push one. Let's see, let's put the invite out, because I am a little bit late tonight, and I apologise for that, but I enjoyed me dinner. Let's have a look, see, where are we? I keep on saying I'm going to try and keep it at 2 hours. Where are we? Paste, I think that's right. There we go. There we go. There goes the link. So anybody like to come and join me, save me rambling on. Yeah, it's really, really quiet at the moment. It's almost like, because the good weather is here now, and people, well, if you're rightly or wrongly go out and enjoy the sunshine, you can understand it. But I think I have heard stories about older people, well, certainly around here, one particular couple that had their jab, and the following day they were out walking around and met up with some young family. Said, "Don't worry about us. We've had our jab. We're safe now. We had our jab yesterday." No, it don't work like that, guys. It really don't. Oh, I got in the basement. Scotty, good to see you, mate. Give us a wave.
Hello.
There we go. Buy one, get one free. Here we go, boys.
You bloody squashed me.
Oh, here's
Yeah,
the
we
sound
just
effect.
so
I just spilt coffee everywhere. This isn't good.
okay, all right. Well, I'm used to clearing up dog's pee, not coffee. But I don't clear up dog's pee. That's Mrs. H's job.
Why didn't you get a vacuum with a multi-vacuum? That's what we used to do when we had dogs.
So I actually bought some of these puppy training pads. Yeah,
What about
so I
the
went down
nappies?
to the pet shop, and this young lady, very nice young lady, said, "Get these. They're very good. You put them down," and encourages the dogs to use them because it smells of pee.
Mhm.
What? So I bought these
You what?
put these paper mats that smells of dog pee to encourage them to pee. I don't think so. That ain't gonna happen.
Oh, dear.
So I did put one down, and what happened? The dog scratched it off the floor and peed where it was.
Yep. Do you know how you want to solve dog peeing?
So you're a bit glitchy there, Spark. Say again.
Me glitchy? I'm not glitchy. I'm glitchy all afternoon. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. There's some noise coming in there.
Yeah, it's just you.
Me, is it? Oh, probably. Stuart, gives a touch your nose, Stuart.
I don't know about echo. It's a weird noise.
Stuart.
Oh yeah, there's an echo as well.
Yeah. Stuart, touch your nose, mate, when you got your earphones back on, mate. There you go.
Hello.
Henry, as always, mate. Good to see you.
How you doing?
Yeah, we got a full house, guys. Good to see everybody. Hello, Kevin.
Hey.
I was just talking nonsense as always.
Nothing new there, then.
It doesn't take very much, does it? At the end of the day.
No, it doesn't.
Sparky.
Yes.
It sounds like you have a frog in your throat.
Yeah, it does, Sparks. To be honest with you, mate. Have another look. See what you got there, boy.
Give me a minute.
Yeah.
What are you doing here? I haven't done anything. No.
Sounds like you got a sound effect thing on.
I got a gift today.
Well, oh, hang on, mate. Well done. Let's have a look at it. Dusty, nice to see you, darling. Hello, Tim. So look, Kevin. Let's have a look. See what you got, boy.
I got a gift. I think it's my computer camera.
Computer camera, right? Okay.
Live switch over of camera, is it?
What's
Hi,
that?
Rick Mowers. Yeah. Dusty, lovely to see you, darling. Lovely to see you as always.
What's the matter with the camera you got on now?
Yep.
Be careful what you open, Kevin. You never quite know what's going to be in there, mate.
It's a Logitech camera.
Ah, right. Okay. Is that the one with the built-in mic?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I run actually.
Yep.
Good piece of equipment when it's working. Like all of it.
When it's working.
Excuse me. Yeah,
There it
there you
is.
go.
It's got a little plastic over the lens. Oh, there it is. Now you can open it.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah.
Very nice.
Good. So I'm gonna play with that tonight on the computer and see that it hooks up correctly and works. Then I can get rid of the tablet and just use the computer.
Yeah. I'm sure it will probably be a plug and play anyway, won't it? Plug it in.
Yeah, most likely.
Should be,
Yeah, it's just a USB.
Yeah, it should work. Yeah.
Probably has a little software that'll load, and that'll be that.
Okay. Yeah. Jared, what have you been up to, mate? You sat there very quiet, boy.
Oh, well, I've been working that, so I've been busy and working and being over the weekend. Because I wanted to come on there. I wanted to come on Dusty's last night because I was working. So I'll say congratulations to him because just got a grandchild, haven't he?
Absolutely, yeah. I was on there last night actually, but she was busy. The screen was busy all night, so I just sat on the side and enjoyed it. As always, always a good conversation with Dusty.
Yeah, and by the way, how's Mick's wife doing?
Mick, he's on the side at the moment here, mate. Slowly, I think, with Mrs. P.
Yeah, all right, good.
Yeah, probably Mick puts it on there, mate. But yeah, slowly, Stuart. She's getting through it. Slowly, which is great news.
Hello, everybody in the chat. If I didn't get to you.
Yeah, and me. I'm terrible, Kevin. For
Tell me about it. I'm the worst.
Hi, chat.
Oh,
chat,
it's fine. better. You killed the frog?
No, I didn't kill the frog. What I've done is I've just turned down the actual thing on StreamYards because StreamYards is playing up tonight.
That's better. It's better now, Sparks. Don't worry.
Oh, I know what I'm doing.
As your microphone was peaking.
I was over 150 decibels.
That would explain it, yeah.
You were cranking.
He's being loud like usual.
I had radio set up, you see, that's the problem. I'm radio set up because I can just do this. You know what I mean? If I want to do anything, right, I just have to press this button, and it goes onto this button, and I can do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You lost me there about 5 minutes ago, Sparks, but never mind.
Yeah, it's just
I
pressing
won't worry
buttons.
about it.
It's like using a calculator. You just press buttons.
It's the best thing. Oh, I'm going to give you some breaking news. If you want to wind your wife up or your girlfriend up or whoever, right, use your cold feet on them at night time and frozen blocks of ice.
Gibbs.
You're a braver man than I am, I tell you.
Yeah, you are.
Braver man than me.
She went mad as monkeys, you know what I mean? It was like a jack in a box.
And you wouldn't let go of me.
I've done that, Sparky. My wife chases me out of the bedroom, and I say, "Yes, I get a good room to sleep in." Then
Oh, dear.
Sparky, you know,
I don't have to listen to her snore.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, there is a stay up there if necessary.
Yeah.
You never thought Kevin
Wait, and I was-
Bacon might be doing a bit of snoring by any chance?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we all suffer from it a bit, the truth be told.
Yep, we do. Especially in winter time.
Yeah,
Oh,
I tell my wife I don't snore. I breathe heavy.
Yeah.
Well, what's the alternative?
Dreaming you're on a motorbike?
Yeah,
Or
we
a tractor?
Hang on, let me dog out. I don't want their accidents tonight.
wake up and go back to sleep.
Mhm. Who's that?
Anybody I know?
Yeah.
It's the Queen.
I don't know.
Oh
Wait a minute.
dear, oh dear. My poor old doctor.
The UK has a new queen, Queen Dusty.
Yeah, definitely.
I was watching mixed stream. I was watching mixed stream the other night in a car, right? As AKP, he had a few cups of tea, didn't he?
Very strong cups of tea, yes.
Yeah.
He's not met.
He's
Not
very
drinking.
talkative.
No, he's a Coca-Cola man.
Yeah.
tell you
No,
what-
AKP, I mean. No.
But there's
I tell you
always
what,
room for
the one on
something
the top
else.
was Ash, I think. Ash was on the pop the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
waiting to fall
He's a
off his
boy, he is, I tell you.
Well, he emptied a bottle. What was it, Di Serrano?
He emptied something. We don't know what he emptied.
No
Good
comment,
point,
he
mate.
says.
And he had another one twice the size as a backup.
Whiskey.
Yeah. Does you good occasionally. Clears out the tubes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it does, yeah. Yeah.
So, Henry, you'll be sat there quiet, mate. How are you, mate?
Fantastic. How are you?
I'm fairly average, thank you. That's as good as it ever gets in this household.
Did you
Cool.
get that gas tank sorted out now?
The what, mate? The oh yeah. Well, put it this way, nearly. Or
Nearly.
another way, no, not yet. I'm still trying to get this damn bracket. I heard from somebody. You'll forgive me. Oh, I forgot his name. He said he might have one. He's going to let me have it.
Thanks, Dusty.
But, I don't know. The trouble with me, Henry, see,
Snobby and everyone.
I like if I see something wrong, I got to try and put it right perfectly instead of just doing it. You know.
Right.
So what should take 10 minutes takes me 3 weeks.
I'm not saying a word on that one.
But you got it right.
Well, not yet. But I hope
Yeah.
so. I hope so. It's
Well, you-
I mean, what I need is over in the States cost £10. Yeah, but it costs another 25 to get it shipped over here. Well, that ain't, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Mad, isn't it?
And
You know what I mean?
Nick didn't have the right one, huh?
No, unfortunately, he did let me have one, to be honest, and as did Pete Frow. They both helped me out, but they're the ones with the adjustable speed on them. And this one, because it's got the spring hole in the throttle lever, doesn't lend itself to one of those. It's a direct hole for the spring. It's crazy, absolutely
Wow,
crazy.
it sounds crazy to me.
Victor, strip it. Hello.
We'll suss it out eventually. You know.
Someone's tired.
Who's
What on
snoring?
earth's that noise? Is that you, Scotty?
Henry, that's Henry.
Not me.
Not me.
Henry. Oh, right.
We know who it is.
Oh, my hands haven't left my arms.
Hands up.
Yeah. I got a feeling I might know. I got a feeling I might know it might be.
Me? I'm not guilty, Your Honour.
Larky Sparky.
Yeah.
You've got to have a laugh in the
course.
world, you know what I mean? You've got to have a laugh.
Yeah.
Hey,
So,
what's the sense in getting up if you can't laugh?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, you better ask the old Prince of Philip. He could well be on his way out the way things are looking.
I'm not saying a word about that.
The old Duke of Edinburgh, Kevin, you know, he's Queen's husband. He's 99, so he's doing very well. Mind you, hasn't done a day's work in his life, to be fair. Well, none of them have they? You know, what's the hardest thing they ever do is wave around like that, you know. Don't get me wrong, I'm a royalist, don't get me wrong, but yeah, he's done very well. I mean, the only reason the old Queen Mother kept going, she was pickled from the inside. Mounted ginger drunk.
Right. Just go and get me brew, lad.
It's not it's not fake tan, mate.
Stuart, you've got a holiday, Conkers. Conker needs a holiday.
Oh, we've got it booked, mate. New Year's Eve, we've got it booked on a cruise ship going to Amsterdam.
Oh, yeah?
Well, hopefully, guys, I'm going on June the 3rd to the Canary Islands, I hope. What do you reckon? Don't you got the chance?
On cruise ship, Stuart?
No. Just flying one of the islands over to one of the islands.
Is that good? You're going to fly down to your holiday home, right?
Yeah.
The
other
Cardboard box. The other.
Yeah, the other.
I don't know, mate. You could be lucky. I don't know. The end of June, maybe. We're already
June the 3rd.
Getting some friends around here for the end of June. You know, is it the 29th or the 30th? We're hoping they then release people. I think it's June the 30th. That's what I'm hoping anyway.
Hang on, I'm going to move up.
So we're going to do German breakfast sausage.
German sausage are nice.
Yum, yum, yum.
Absolutely right, mate.
You got room in your suitcase? You got room in your suitcase with me? Because I like my ginger cake.
Oh, Lordy.
I'll bring you some back.
Don't start. I'm going to start eating again.
But I've got a cookie here.
Oh,
Keep
my
that.
Lord. What we have found around it, our
Want to
local
see my M&M stash?
I've got all sorts of things here.
Don't start the chocolate, else I'll be eating chocolate.
Oh,
Your
Scotty,
dramatic thing.
I got it out, the hard drive.
So when you go to Amsterdam, are you going to take the Norwegian cruise all along the river there?
There you go, Hagrid.
Are you going to take the cruise?
Yeah, stick here.
Yeah. Our plan, Henry. Our plan is that we take a cruise from Southampton, which is on the south.
Keep that secret. You had
It's the main
stickers.
cruise, the liner port. We only live 40 minutes away from it. You see. So the idea is we drive or get a lift down there actually, and then cruise ship to Amsterdam and Seabrook. I believe it's only 4 nights. That's all.
That's
But it
nice.
includes New Year's Eve.
Yeah, we've got a holiday booked. We've got a trip to a town, a very, very nice town. We've got a nice one. Can't wait to it.
I think everybody needs a holiday. Everybody needs a break just to, you just need a break. Let's be honest.
But the good news is, sorry, go on. I was going to say,
All right. No, Phil, do you do a cruise every year?
yeah, well,
Sorry, Stuart. Say again, mate.
Oh, sorry, I'm overcutting you, Sparky. Sorry. It just, I am. Do you do a cruise every year?
No, mate. We usually do about 3.
Oh.
Yeah, we do a lot of cruising. We do it. Well, we used to.
What's your favorite cruise line?
My personal one would be Cunard.
Yeah.
We're diamond members on there, which means we've done. I think we've done 25 cruises with them.
Wonderful. You almost own the ship.
No. But
You
we also like Celebrity. Funny enough, Celebrity's a good. I think that's an American line.
Yeah.
It's Celebrity.
Yeah, but I think they're pretty much all of them are registered in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Because there's no fees, taxes, or whatever for different countries, and at that point,
it's just a lovely holiday. I mean, I guess it doesn't suit everybody, because when Annie and I got together, we've been together for what 15 years now. When we used to holiday, we used to rent. Stuart would know about this. I used to rent a villa in Turkey with James Villas, you know. And we went there for many years, renting a private villa up in the mountains. We loved it. And it was pure chance that one day we were sat having breakfast, a Sunday morning breakfast, and opened the paper, and there was an offer there for a cruise, a good deal on a cruise ship. And we thought, we'll have a go. And since then, mate, we've been absolutely hooked on it. Absolutely love it. You know.
How many days do you normally go on a cruise?
I personally like 10 days, 12 days, but we've done 17, and I found personally that was too much for me.
Yeah. We try and go to the hotel. We've gone through every year, no problems at all. This year, we've just found that there's a COVID fee, so literally we've got it back when we get there.
Okay.
I'm trying to get my wife to do a cruise on our 50th, which is still 3.5 years away. I want to do the Mediterranean.
Yeah, we've done that many times, mate.
Yeah.
If you get a chance, go to Barcelona, which is our favorite city to visit. Brilliant, absolutely beautiful city. And we also like Lisbon. Lisbon in Portugal. We found the oldest ever cafe in Lisbon, down in the city centre. And every time we go to Lisbon, we go to this place, and they obviously serve beer. And they always say, do you want a small, medium, or large? Well, I always order a large, obviously. And it comes in, it's like the last one I had 6 goldfish in there. It was so big. I mean, I literally couldn't pick it up. It was so heavy. I mean, I could only manage 2 of those. You know, brilliant. It's called. What's it called? Annie could tell you. But if you go to Lisbon, that's the place to go to.
Yeah, I went on.
Phil, what do you reckon?
Go on, sir.
I was going to say.
What?
Go ahead.
Right.
Go on, sir.
What I was going to say, Phil, which is the best cruise would you recommend to go on if I wanted to go on? I've never been on one. I've always thought about it.
What you mean, the best cruise line?
Yeah.
Oh Lord, it's horses for courses, mate. Cunard is very traditional. I mean, you have to dress for dinner nearly every night. And then it's I mean, if you're on a 10-day cruise, at least 3 nights you would be in formal dress. You know, DJs the whole lot. The rest of the time it's tie. Celebrity is not so formal, but they still expect you to. They seem to have it's difficult to explain, mate.
Yeah.
We like P&O. P&O are fine, absolutely fine.
All right.
You got to eat with the captain. When you eat with the captain, that's when you get dressed up.
Yeah. Formal night.
They do. I'll tell you now, guys. They do all these cocktail nights on the ships, but especially Cunard do it big time. And when you've done as many cruises as we have, and I'm not boasting, it's just a fact, we don't. We always say it's death by cocktail night, because every night you're getting invited to the officers, and you go along, and we always make a point of picking the one with the most bird poo on their arms. All the officers, yeah.
Yeah,
All the
How many
stuff
years-
coming up their arm here, And we always pick the one that's got the most on, and we go and have a chat with them. And we did it to the chief engineer a few years ago, and he invited us to dinner following night. And that was an experience. And we ended up on the same table with the guy that owns, what's the American beer? The begins with B, not Bitburger. Budweiser. His family owned Budweiser. We were with him. Yeah, he was an interesting chap. Really nice guy. And his wife. Lovely people.
Well,
Sounds like it.
Belgium bought back Budweiser because Budweiser was from Belgium. And the owners,
the original one. There's two in there. There's the Budweiser from Belgium, and then there's the Budweiser from America. The two entirely beers, aren't they?
Yeah. Belgium bought it back. The
Belgian one is superb. Yeah.
So you never hire yachts, guys?
No, mate. Yacht to me just sounds like hard work pulling up sails. I don't do that.
Yeah. That yacht with
It's got to be en suite. Breakfast on my balcony.
Yeah.
I don't do this sail business. Oh no, stop that.
No, I don't mean that, Phil. I mean hire yachts.
No.
Yachts,
No. We're strictly cruisers, mate. Which is
I see.
We got so many pictures and memories and stuff. Absolutely, and we miss it. We really do.
Yeah.
But,
when I was younger, my mom took us to Belgium and back on the Amsterdam boat called the Amsterdam.
Okay.
When I was like 7, 8 years old, right? And then I just found out a couple of years ago that they took the Amsterdam, cut it in half, and made it bigger. So now it's the new Amsterdam, but it's the same ship that I traveled on years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, right.
Yeah.
Beautiful,
The food is amazing on the ships. Absolutely amazing. And you could eat if you wanted to. I mean, the first time we ever went on board, it was like, we have breakfast, then you have coffee in the mornings, then you go for lunch, then you have afternoon tea, then you have dinner, and then at midnight when you finish dancing, you go upstairs to the restaurant and order stuff. And after about 3 days, this is the first one we ever did. I went upstairs. I think it was 1:45. They said, "Do you want a steak? How do you want it cooked?" At that point, I gave up. I just, it wasn't possible to eat that amount of food.
Yeah,
sounds like it.
Between eating, you could drink all day, eat all day.
Yeah, absolutely. On the Cuna, they do the afternoon. They do the silver service tea. All the waiters got white gloves, and they serve sandwiches with tongs and stuff. It's an experience, mate.
Do you find with the Cunard lines that most of the staff, waiters, assistants, are all multinational?
They are on every ship, Kevin. On every ship. And they're lovely people, most of them. Lovely people. Something that us Brits aren't used to is tipping.
No,
we're not used to that, and we don't really get it. And it took us a while to suss out the way forward on that, because I think in the States, maybe Canada, I'm not sure, they tip sort of 10%, 20% and stuff. Well, it can add up to a lot of money.
Oh yes,
definitely.
That's why you got to put the tips in when you book your trip. You put in the tips automatically.
Yeah, now I'll give you a little hint about that. Let me give you a little hint about that. If they automatically put in, generally it runs you $15 per day, per person. for tips.
Yeah.
And that covers all of the staff that you deal with.
Mhm.
The only problem is that $15 per day primarily goes to the higher ranking staff members, and the people that you deal with on a day-to-day basis get
Yeah.
very little of that.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
little. Why should I give the captain, who I won't see but once or twice, why should I give him the majority of that $15? He's probably making $500,000 a year anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
So
couple of things.
I take the tips off, and I get envelopes, and we give individual tips. The room steward or stewardess, the waitress or the waiter, the maitre d', the waiter's assistant, the few people that we deal with. You might find somebody in the buffet lounge that constantly wants to be your friend, and that individual will help you, so we'll make sure that he or she gets something.
Yeah.
That's what we do, mate. Exactly what we do. Because as long as you, I mean, normally now how it works, certainly over here, is when you get on board the ship, as long as you go down to the purser's office on the first day you get on board, you can ask to opt out of the tips, and you sign, and that's it then.
We've waited until the very last day.
Wow.
And told them out, don't want it, and they take it off the bill.
Yeah, well, we always had to do it at the beginning, but like you, we get envelopes, and especially the one person we always look after is the cabin attendant.
Yeah,
you know,
your room steward.
The steward, the guy that makes your bed, cleans up the room.
Yeah.
Yep.
We did that when we went to Bangladesh.
Yeah,
we did the same thing.
How much to give? You know,
we've only done about 10 cruises, and I'm anxious to do another one.
Yeah. We went to
we do that
Bangladesh.
on every holiday. We do that on every holiday we do. Put our money in an envelope and make sure it goes to the proper staff.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what we do.
One of the things
we ask the name and put the name on it.
One of the things that I like to do is when I meet the room steward or whoever you're dealing with, you find out their nationality, and I've asked them how to say hello and thank you in their own language.
We went to Bangladesh, and it's
it just breaks the ice a little bit, you know? I mean, they don't, because they think that everybody looks down on them.
Yeah, and that's not the case. Certainly not the case.
No, it's not.
I'll give you another tip that we were told. In fact, two. If you go to a cocktail party, and we do, the first guy that gives you your glass of champagne, whatever, because Annie and I go in separately. So I said, "Oh, can I have one for the wife as well, please?" So I get two. She's, "Oh, can I have one for the husband as well?" She gets two. But I always give those guys a tip straight away.
Yeah.
They don't have to be a couple of dollars. That's all they want.
And they'll be your best friends for the rest of the night.
Your glass will never be empty.
No.
But you go to the cocktail bars, you know, like the midship bars, they do all the shows and stuff. Always tip them, and I'm tipping well, because you can imagine when you get around the bars, it's so busy. They do all these shows and stuff. They'll always serve you.
Yep.
Because they know your face, they recognize you. You know,
I was at a hotel once. I was at a hotel once in Bangladesh, and the waiter was fantastic. But his management kept swearing. Literally, the way his language was shouting, screaming at him. I said, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" He says, "You can't talk to them. You can't talk to them." I said, "What do you mean you can't talk to them?" "Well, you can't interact with them." I said, "Well, I can. They did me a fantastic meal. They did me everything." No. And I give him like their money, and I think it was about £10 in our money. They was over the moon with it. You know what I mean? Good fun.
There was a place here. I mentioned it. You saw me do this. If you can't hear it,
yeah.
There's a place here. It's just a bagel place, and I go in, and my wife and I are sitting. We're having coffee and a bagel, and this young girl. She couldn't have been 5 foot tall. She's trying to put one of these 5-gallon milk bladders up into the creamer.
Oh yeah.
This thing weighs as much as she does.
Yeah.
So I just put my hand out and just helped guide it up into the machine.
Yeah.
She said thank you and nothing more.
Yeah.
So she's doing her cleaning around by the machines, and I'm chit-chatting with her. And from the other side of the room, I hear, "Hey, you." And I look around and say, "Who is it?" In the doorway to the kitchen is the owner of the place.
Yeah.
He goes, "You can't be talking to my employees. They have work to do." I said, me? I can't talk. No, you can't talk to my employees. They have work to do. So I said, if you can't hear this, I'll turn it up.
Yeah.
Well, he came over and got right in my face. I mean, literally, he couldn't have been 6 inches off my face. I said, that's your first mistake. I says, if you stay there for another 10 seconds, I says, you'll be looking at me from the floor.
Yeah.
And this guy was half again my size.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to put up with that. After about 7 years of going into his place, he and I were like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Steve. Starts at Canberra. Good to see you, mate.
Transit,
Reptiles as
Canberra.
well.
Hello.
Yeah, well, I must admit,
just
Kevin,
so
I always
funny.
had you marked down as a bit of a troublemaker. I mean, you look like
No, I don't cause trouble.
Yeah, right.
You're right.
Kevin, I'm with you. I talk to the waitresses or all that, and then
Same here.
if the guy gets ticked off because you're talking to him, that's the reason I'm here, because I can talk
That's right.
to the waitresses.
That's right.
And I told him that.
Exactly.
I said, that's the reason I'm here, because
Yeah.
you got
Yeah.
friendly waitresses.
Yeah, you've got people that want to be polite and want to be enjoyable with you,
That's it.
but they still have a job to do.
Yeah.
They do it.
You know,
They do it.
Yeah, a few nice words between
Hello.
movements, and you let them do their work.
Yeah.
But it's something. It's just you're trying to be pleasant with people.
Yeah. Doesn't cost anything to be nice to somebody. Even in crypto, good to
No.
see it. It costs nothing to be nice.
That's exactly it.
Crypto's in? Yeah.
Even
I agree with you there on that, mate.
Did you see the photo that Everyday Solar's put up today?
No.
Oh, she found a skip. She found a skip
with the.
I don't know how many
with the
monitors, computer monitors in it. And
wow.
she went back after work and got them all.
Why not?
Yeah.
What can you get out of these? I don't understand this scrap business. You'll forgive me. I'm a bit of a pleb, I suppose. I don't quite know what they get out of all these things. Is it bits of gold or copper? I mean,
Well,
surely you get
the
next
difference-
to nothing out of them.
Yeah, I mean, there's copper in there. There's gold-bearing components. For the average person, you're not going to try and recover the gold, but you'll try to recover the components that have that gold and sell that off to someone who will do the recovery.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay.
And you're also keeping that stuff out of the landfill instead of just trashing it in the landfill. If they were left in that skip, they'd go right into the dump.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And it's just contamination. You know, let
That's
it be
why they want-
recycled so that somebody might get something out of it.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Well, I mean, like Snobby, he's into it big time, isn't he? He's well, Ian Matthews, another one.
Yeah.
They get this stuff in. I take my hat off to him because it looks to me like that's a hard, dirty old job messing around pulling things apart and one thing and another.
You can cook and bruises and all sorts.
It must pay, otherwise they wouldn't do it.
See,
Well,
for
I
me,
don't
I'm
think-
doing the scrapping just because it's something to do.
I don't think it pays that good, but it does pay. You know,
Yeah.
like I questioned the other day that Snobby made a video. I said, "Boy, that's a lot of work for a little bit of copper." And he goes,
Yeah.
"Yeah, 2 hours it took him to
Blimey.
get that copper out of there." You know,
Yeah.
Right.
So-
Yeah.
plus burning the plastic off of it and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Took more than 2 hours, I'm sure. You know.
Mhm.
But you got to have people like that, like Kevin was saying, to keep that stuff out of the landfills, you know?
Absolutely
Yeah.
right. Yeah, yeah. I mean, we do our very best to make sure that we recycle stuff properly. I do wonder if you put, over here in the UK, you put all your glass in one box with metal and stuff. How they sort that out, or do they even bother now? Because I was told years ago that there were mountains of glass that they couldn't recycle, just too much of it.
Yeah, we have a mixed bin here. You put the plastic, glass, everything in one lot, and one in the other lot, and then anything cardboard goes in the other lot. And they just get Biffa, the big company called Biffa. They just they go through it, or they have a plant in Devon and Cornwall, and they go straight through it. So it's pretty.
They sort it, do they? I mean,
Yes,
that must
yeah.
thousands of tons a time.
Well, the Biffa comes around once every Monday, and it's literally going all over the Devon and Cornwall. And the Biffa takes it all, does it all, sorts it all.
Oh wow, okay. I mean that
Yeah.
come from. I can remember years ago when I worked down in Plymouth. I worked there for many years. And he used to always talk about just biff it. You know, we want to get rid of something, you biffed it. You know,
Yeah, that's it.
obviously, in the rubbish bin.
Yeah.
But well, you know where obviously you know Plymouth.
Mm.
It was up by the TV station. That's where we worked up there.
I'm in Plymouth nearly every week, so
Yeah.
it's good fun.
My first ever house I bought was in Plymouth. And I was bought a place called Captown. Yeah, that's the first time I ever bought a house.
Now they changed the name to Conkerville.
I'll tell you some stories about Plymouth. When I was down there, and we're talking now many years ago, it was a naughty town, I'll tell you. Oh dear. We had some fun down there. But you had to be a bit careful. Trouble is, you got the Marines, you got the Navy down there, you got the Royal Marines down there, you got the Commandos down there, and they do like to have a quiet word with each other on a Friday night, or used to. Not so bad now.
But the worst thing about that lot of thing is that you walk into Tesco's and you see an argument, you just walk away very quickly because it's going to escalate.
Quickly, yeah.
Absolutely.
Escalate.
Yeah. I'm too old for that nonsense. I always was a lover, not a fighter. Anyway, it was more fun.
I'm not saying anything.
Didn't hurt so much either. Although sometimes.
Okay, Stu, how you doing? What are you building?
At the moment, Henry, the guys were asking before, I'm doing cylinder mowers. A lot of cylinder mowers just at the moment. I've had quite a few of them. So I'm doing a Dennis. I'm doing a coal caster, 35. I've just done that now. And I'm doing an Echo one, a 20-inch cylinder mower. I've just
Hi, Grandpa Kevin. Hi, mate.
So I've got the cylinders reground for them, and I've just ordered all the bottom bed knives and the bearings and things like that. I mean, I've got some photographs of them if you want me to bore you to tears. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. So.
He hit the wrong button.
No, he didn't.
Conker got bored.
You know, my wife says that. Says, what do you talk about when you go on this live stream? So we just talk about mowers and any bloody rubbish. You know what I mean? Yeah. It passes the time, doesn't it?
That's it.
Especially when Conker bollocks, isn't it? At the end of the day.
Yeah, when Conker can't get on the stream sometimes, you know what I mean?
I talk a lot of that.
Yeah, I must admit, I do occasionally get accused of that, but
harsh. Yeah, Phil, put it on full screen, and I'll bore you to tears and show you what I'm doing. Oh,
hang on, mate. Hang on.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's one of the toenail clippers.
No,
that's an oversized toenail clipper.
So I've just taken the cylinder out of that, and obviously checking the bearings on the. I'm thinking that's the Dennis I'm doing.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Bit of porn there, bit of porn.
You get excited, lads, yeah. And that cylinder on the floor. Ooh.
Now, do you sharpen those too? Do you sharpen those?
I don't.
Yeah?
I don't. No, I send them off. Henry, to a local dealer next to me, near me.
Because I'm sure they have to be a certain way to sharpen those, right? Or can you even sharpen them because you take off too much off the blades, no?
Oh no, you can't sharpen yourself, mate. I've tried.
It's a proper jig, isn't it? It's a proper machine.
Yeah, it is, Phil. Yeah, Henry, it's just impossible, mate.
Yeah, but it must be like
to
scissors, right? They're like scissors.
Yeah.
So they got to cut like.
Yeah. It's like a traveling grinding wheel, Henry. It travels backwards and forwards like a lathe bed, almost like a lathe bed. A traveling grinding wheel, basically.
I was saying to Mick ages ago. I was going to try and make a video of it, and ask the guy if I could come into the workshop and film it, like one of the cylinders I'm getting done. But he said, obviously with the COVID thing, I can't. So when it's the COVID settled down and things like that, Yes, I might seen it on the machine and being
Yeah.
done.
They're a lot of money though. I mean, they're not sort of thing you'd buy for a backyard
Oh God, no.
repairer.
No,
Wouldn't buy one, you know.
I reckon it wouldn't cost. I reckon it. What? I might be a dad. Probably 10 grand or something, 8 grand or something for one.
Yeah.
For a machine.
Leave it to the professionals, mate. You got to repair
Yeah.
a lot of lawnmowers to get your money back.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, yeah. Because when people actually put the cylinder down, if they put it one-sided, the cylinder could be cone-shaped. That's the last one I had done was, and I had to take a hell of a lot off it. But the thing is now he's taken one side off a hell of a lot. That cylinder now, that's it. Next year they'll have to buy a new cylinder for it. That was for Dennis did. For Bowling Green.
Was it
I
a
told
old
them,
story that if you don't understand it, leave it alone. Don't mess about with stuff you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, well, I've had to go for Phil and show him how to set it on to the bed night. If you get it one side, that's it. It just wears out the cylinder. So, yeah, there you go.
Scotty, you've been sat there quiet, mate. What have you been up to?
Not a huge amount, really. Just more. What have I been doing? Trying to sort a few bits and bobs out, really. Not a
You haven't been
huge
eating any
amount.
more chocolate, I hope.
No.
Well, that ended that conversation, didn't it?
Well, I was going to say,
Yeah.
all I've been doing is radio. That's all I've been
I
doing.
think I did quite.
So, Sparks, you've been doing your radio again. How's it going, by the way?
Oh, last night was fantastic. An hour technical issues. And then this morning, no problems at all.
Oh, well, mate.
Right. Well, Phil, you've asked us. What about you, mate? I'll ask what you've been up to.
Me? Not a lot, mate, to be honest with you. I mean, I had a bit of a garage sort out, to be honest with you. And I spent a couple of hours out there messing about, and I've reorganized everything because I got fed up with all the tools and the bits and bobs I want on the wrong side of the workshop. So when I had mowers and stuff on the lift, I couldn't get to them. So I decided I was going to shift the whole lot around. And I'm amazed at how much crap I've got. Absolute crap that I've got rid of. You know.
It just
You don't
accumulates.
realize it until you start moving it.
Yeah, it's just I don't even know where some of this stuff come from.
Yeah.
I mean, today, for instance,
It followed you home one day.
today I found a hand roller.
Blimey.
To shape sheet metal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot I had it. It's never ever been used, and I found it today.
Blimey.
So I forgot I had this damn thing. It was made by, I believe, it was made by the same people who make the lathes. I believe.
Right.
No worries, Tim.
Mitford.
No worries.
Well, I'd like to ask you, Henry, how do you find anything in your workshop? It's massive now. How do you find anything? You just remember where it is up?
You talking to me?
Yeah, Henry, yeah.
Henry.
Oh. Sorry, say again.
Well, where do you find anything in your workshop? How do you remember where everything is?
Where can I find where my stuff is? Is what the question
Yeah,
is?
how can you remember where everything is?
Oh, that's easy.
Oh, yeah.
You know, a couple times a year, I'll go ahead and I'll start sorting, like Phil, start sorting things, you know, and finding out what I have, what I don't have, and it does. You remember where it is.
Right. Yeah.
Hey,
I
here,
wish I could be that clever.
Stuart. This is organized chaos.
Never find anything.
Yeah, but you'll know where everything is.
Yeah, I know where everything is.
Yeah.
I know exactly what it is too.
Yeah.
There's more, and then and here's more over here, and even under here. There's more down here.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that, man. I couldn't do that, Kevin. It frustrates me so much. I'd be like, just driving me nuts.
My wife
got the noise.
My wife says,
My
how
wife-
can you find anything? And you know what? I go in there, she'll ask me for something. I'll go in there and I'll go get it, because I know where it is.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, when I go looking for stuff, my missus says it's a man's look. Because I can never find anything. Honestly. And I found, actually, I was looking for some, believe it or not, I actually went out and bought some washers a few days ago.
Hey,
And
Phil, do you have anybody in the basement wants to come up?
I got nobody at the moment, Kevin. Well, you want to drop out? I'll stick the thing out, mate.
I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'm going to get my afternoon tea.
All right, mate. Well,
Right.
drop yourself down. I'll put the invite out, mate.
Okay.
Yeah, so got these washers, and they arrived. And the following morning, I found a whole box full of them that I forgot I had.
Blimey.
Yeah. Well, I bought something, and then like you bought something, haven't you? And then you find them in the workshop somewhere. You think I've just spent nearly so much of a night to get that.
But is it we're all the same, aren't we? None of us. We got so many 10mm spanners we can't find. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm terrible. I've actually now got the point of wrapping blue tape around them, so I know where they are.
Yeah.
And you know,
it's funny because I keep using other size sockets.
Hello, mate. How you doing?
Hello.
Ash, go
How you
ahead.
doing?
Hey,
Oh, that was AJP, mate.
It's the old
right.
AGT.
How's
Are
your
you
head?
still seeing them?
Well, it's still a bit. It's still a bit of a pain.
Blurry.
Blurry.
I ended up falling over after the live stream. I ended up.
Yeah.
My phone went one way, and I was there, my head down, and don't ask. I don't know how.
Was
I got
that
out
on
the shed.
mixed stream by any chance when you suddenly
I
disappeared?
can't even remember mixed stream because I disappeared. I pressed the wrong button on my phone. My phone went up in the air. I went after my phone, and then I just remember being up in like my legs up in
Dangling.
the air.
Dangling upside down. Sounds
If you
about right.
think, Conker, if you think I've got a problem, right? Watch this one. If you think I've got a problem, this is my studio.
Hang on a second, mate. Let's have a look. Hang on.
Bloody hell.
Oh my lord.
If you think I've got a
I've got
problem,
all the plugs
Oh.
19
and
plugs.
wires.
And look at that. That's my studio. This is what I've got to work. This is what I work with. This is how I get
How
the
much
show.
is
That's
it?
how I do it. So yeah, you think you've got a messy workshop? You've got to be like this. You know what I mean? And this is what I do.
I tell you what, I'm sure I could manage to blow it up in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, you could. I reckon.
yeah, I know where
It's like me, Sparky.
scanners go.
I can go into a 737 cockpit and I know where all the switches are in it. I don't know what
Yeah.
they're for.
Yeah,
Right,
same here. All right, AJP Ash.
What made you hang that one on for you, boy? What were you celebrating?
I don't know. I just thought I'd have a drink because I'm due to get stabbed tomorrow. So I thought, I'd have a drink. Because I don't exactly like needles.
Oh, you'll be all right, mate. Don't worry about it. It don't hurt very much. It's only like a bee sting that lasts for 20 minutes. Don't worry about it. It won't hurt.
You don't,
I'm
you don't like
I'm
it.
so used to jabs now that I'm just like, did you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll be all right, mate. You'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
Blood
You used to
test
smell
on the
bricks,
other
aren't
half.
you? You used to smell bricks, aren't you, Ash?
Oh.
Yes, when they,
Oh.
you've got to give blood, innit? They say, right, a small scratch. They're liars. It's not a small scratch at all. It bloody hurts. They say, a small scratch. Don't tell me a lie.
Blood's worse than an actual jab, in my opinion.
Well, they're shoving something in, yeah, I'll tell you.
You see,
I have to have blood tests every year, so
you see the size of those needles they give you.
Well, for the flu.
don't start the size of needles now.
Oh my God, they're like that. Well, they're that long. They come out the other side, Ash. Don't worry, nothing, mate.
Yeah.
He's
It's like
They've
being
got
stuck
a
with
social
sword.
distance there, so it's at least 2
Perfect,
meters
guys,
long, you know.
don't get another bottle of whiskey. You'll be all right.
Oh, that's it. I've got another big bottle, so I'm all good.
Oh, yeah.
You'll be
Okay.
fine, mate.
You'll be fine, AJP.
There's nothing. It'll be absolutely nothing.
Just think
I'm
of
a
us.
Gravely Man.
Time.
Sorry, Gravely Man.
administered.
Sorry, Gravely Man. Yeah, I've been doing it over 20 odd years, doing discoing, and I've been doing liking music for 30 odd years, so I'm pretty old.
Hi, Thomas. Good to see you, mate.
All right, Thomas. Yeah.
Is that your own studio, that's Sparky?
Yes, my own studio. I've got the one upstairs as well.
Oh.
Yeah, in the corner of the room.
I see. Right.
I do all my own jingles, and I get all my own thing. I do my own thing. I do absolutely everything myself.
Oh, so you don't go to a radio station?
No.
Radio station is from home.
Devon and Cornwall Studios, it's called. It's called Devon and Cornwall Studios.
Right. Okay. Right.
It's good fun.
I must admit, I did spend some time at doing hospital radio when I was down in Plymouth, and they gave me a spot. It lasted once.
Lasted what?
Guess it didn't go very well then.
Well, apparently they expected me to select all my own music. Well, I don't have a bloody clue what to play. So I ended up putting brass band music on and stuff.
You can't put certain songs on the hospitals, you know what I mean? The first cut is deepest, you know what I mean? And stuff like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I ran a competition. I nicked a paper cut from the BBC. So I don't even know how I come by that. So I did a competition. This is live, the whole of the hospitals and stuff. So I set this competition. Nobody answered me. Nobody was listening. So I had to make up a winner. I made up something on a different ward. They never asked me to go back again. They did offer you can carry, please help us, you go and sort records. I say, you piss off, I ain't doing that again.
I've been playing music all my life, and I'm quite used to know what goes where, you see. Until they texted me and said, you've gone off air or something stupid, you know what I mean?
It's not working!
It's like a Conker, right? Sorry, go on.
No, but now you've done this bit, surely doing a radio thing now would be quite easier for you, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say Conker, but do me a favour, right? When you get a text message saying that, can you play Roy Chewy Brown song live on radio? You can't do that. You know what I mean?
Why is that?
It's not allowed. It's not ethics. It's
just swears a little bit,
Only a card.
Yeah, but see, that for me, that would be the whole point of putting it on. You see?
Yeah, that's what you would do, wouldn't you?
That's one way to shut the radio show down.
They didn't ask me to go back. Never mind.
That's why I feel you never put it on.
Oh dear. It gets worse.
Oh dear. What's this on about hairline going? Oh, Hagrid.
Talk about boldness.
I had my little trim day.
Yeah.
It's receding bad anyway, so soon enough, I'm going to be there.
Get it off.
That's what I do. I'll just chop it off.
I've got mine tomorrow, so get my hair cut tomorrow.
Well, you're not allowed to go to barbers, are you, or are you?
I do my own. I've been doing mine for over 2.5 years. I've no issues.
Dog trimmers, is it?
I get the missus to do the back, and I do the front.
I just cut it off every time I get a shower. One of those lefty waterproof shower.
Stuart, I'm going to give you a tip, Stuart. Right? Get your wife's shampoo, put a hair remover in the shampoo bottle itself, right? And then handle it.
Yeah.
That's one way to be potentially killed.
Have you got, Sparky, mate, have you got a spare room in your house?
No.
Because you've got
a garage. I must admit, Anne had to go at mine once. She had these clipper thingies, and she went at the back of my head, and I ended up with it upside down my weekend. And a big ball pack right the way up through.
Your mum does
I'll tell you this, it's no lie this, right, guys? Go listen to this, right? On my wedding day, getting married, And my brother used to have all his hair, dead nice hair, and he wasn't received like me. He used to have a good crop of hair, and he had all his hair dead nice and all that. Anyway, the morning we had to come out just to stay at his house, and the door went, and at the time his girlfriend was cutting his hair, and she had the clippers, so she put the clippers down on the side, and then she went out the door, and he come back, and she got clippers, she went like that, went took a big chunk out the front of his head here. Because you know the guard thing that goes on it, that fell off.
It came off.
Ripped all his hair off, as bald as me, because she took a big chunk out the front of his head. Yeah. So he rolls up his wedding like me.
Yeah, Crypto was saying there that she doesn't do hair either. No, so you can't be trusted, girl. You can't be trusted.
Oh,
My
I'm
mum
always
does
getting
mine
asked
at
to
the
do the
moment.
missus. I say to her, I'm a gardener, not a hairdresser. Do you want me to go and get the edge cutter out?
I might have told you this before, mate of mine. He's actually my step nephew. He used to work on the rubbish collection, the tip wagons and stuff. And he was always coming home with bits and bobs like. And he said to me one day, "Do you want any clippers? I've got a nice brand new set of hair clippers." I said, "Yeah, go on, it'll be all right." And I got them home after we've been down the pub, as always. I got them. I thought I'll have a go. Let's have a bit of a trim of the beard. I opened them up. They were horse trimmers. They were cutting the horse's hair. They take me bloody nose off. They went in the dustbin.
That's brilliant.
Oh, God.
Yeah. But you are a bit of a Nelly sometimes, aren't you?
Well, I go. Anna keeps threatening to get near me with clippers, but she's banned. Definitely banned.
Go to the vet.
Anyway, we've got actually got hair appointments booked for when is the shutdown? When can you go? April something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whatever. We got it booked anyway.
Well, I don't. We can't get ours booked here. Blimey, it's ridiculous.
Well, I'm not bothered personally. I mean,
It's finally destroyed.
I got a touch of salt and pepper going on here. I'll tell you, just a touch.
The touch.
Yeah. Oh dear. So we've gone.
Are you really bothered about?
Go on, mate. Sorry.
Are you really bothered about losing your hair?
Don't bother me the slightest, mate.
No, because sometimes it gets upset, doesn't it? Some guys, and I feel sorry for them, really. You know.
Well, I mean, look at the money you save on shampoo.
Yeah. I couldn't care less than me. I think I look quite handsome without any hair.
Right, that's the end of that nonsense. I can't run with that So you started that nonsense on here, Stuart.
I'm not even drunk.
Do you think you are a bait magnet or something?
Well, you know, yeah.
Listen, mate, let me be warning to you. They're only after your money, mate. That's all they want.
Yeah, that's bloody right. Yeah, isn't it? Doctor's got it. What's the idea?
We were born with no hair and no teeth, right? And then we revert back to no hair and no teeth.
That's it. That's it. And you leave the world without any. That's right, isn't it? Right?
Yeah. And we used to be so cute and cuddly and kissable, and then when we get older, it's like,
Yeah,
I don't know, Henry. I think you're kind of cute and cuddly, mate. I don't know.
oh,
Yeah.
take it easy.
Can we move you down to the basement? Yeah.
Sorry?
Can we move you down to the basement now?
Yeah, it's,
Dreams, isn't it?
so hopefully this weather is going to break now, isn't it? We've got some good weather coming because the clocks go forward, isn't it? Oh, yeah, forward, isn't it? Is it next
Week, I think.
No, 2 weeks.
Yeah, whatever day it is.
Then we start getting the lighter nights, thank goodness.
Should be.
Yeah.
Whoop whoop.
Do they do that in the States, Henry? Do you mess around with the clocks? Summertime.
Yeah, I wish they would stop. You know.
Yeah, we're the
Yeah.
same, mate. Yeah.
They do it for the bus
Why do
stops.
they do it?
You know.
It's all to do with dark mornings for the. I think
kids.
it originally started up during the war, didn't it? With the Scottish people and stuff. Something along those lines, anyway.
Best sort of clock is a sundial. Don't need to adjust the bleeding thing.
Yes, definitely.
But
Even
It's like this morning, guys. I got woke up by the bloody birds. 5 o'clock in the bloody morning. 10 to 5 it was. Bloody chirping away. It's becoming light.
Shut up, you stupid birds.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah,
imagine it?
I don't do early mornings anymore, mate.
No.
I stopped doing them. I don't do that anymore. Although I must admit, I think I saw that that shooting star thing here yesterday.
On my doorbell, yeah.
I was sat here on the PC fiddle farting about with something or another, and I just glanced and there was a light. I caught off my left eye there, and I thought
much you been
it was the
drinking?
next door neighbour's security light, but it didn't stay on, and I think it was that comment thingy that went past.
Well, the moon.
It's landed it near Cheltenham, hasn't it, or somewhere.
Don't know, I've not.
The moon
I saw it on the ring doorbell.
was orange. It was orange. The moon was outside our house, and that was a light coming off it in the moon or something.
Oh, that was a street light, Stuart.
Oh, was it? Oh, right. Okay,
Yeah, I've got a road light outside, you know. It's really weird.
That's another reason, Scott.
It's my street light.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I think I saw it anyway, but never, of course, it never even registered until we saw the news today.
Yeah.
Well, whatever.
Yeah, it was on the ring doorbell. It was.
AJP had a red light the other night. That was his missus. Eh? I bet she was raving, wasn't she? Eh?
Oh yeah, because she died now. I went in the shed to start building my workbench, and
Next day,
sort of
on live
come
stream
back
drunk.
out
Yeah.
pissed. Whoops.
Got distracted by the
Well, that's how
drink.
you do it.
Yeah, all good.
That's how you do it, mate, isn't it?
All good. I hadn't had a drink for a while either, and I had nothing to eat. And I was I had no lagers or cider or anything in, and I was just knocking back spirits.
That's what I was saying.
Not good.
AJP. I bet she was hitting red, mate. I bet she was hitting red when she seen you.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. She gave me a right rollicking.
You let me down like that again. I bet she said it, didn't she? You've let me down again.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I just know I was up for fighting and everything with the neighbours because we don't exactly get on with this neighbour this side because all she wants to do is keep opening her gob. And apparently I was calling them everything under the sun and everything. Oops.
Oops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were on the live stream, to be fair.
You get the
I
one
haven't looked back at the live stream.
Yeah.
I haven't looked back at the live stream. I thought I'm leaving it up. I'll just leave it up, you know.
You called the neighbour a female dog. Put it that way.
Oh, well,
Well.
that's good.
Well,
They know what I'm done, was it? No harm done.
no.
Yeah, well, that's some fun, AJP, mate.
Crypto would have locked the shed for a laugh.
Well, I've got something to make you laugh at. Where is it on here?
Cordial entendre, or
Right.
something they call it, don't they?
Tech support, girls.
Control, Alt, Delete. I'm not pressing those buttons.
No.
So,
Tech support list.
Is
I'm
it
gonna have to
plugged
practice
in?
on.
Is it turned on? Oh, missed it.
just.
This is Phil's one. This is.
God. Yeah. All these are mine.
That's for Phil one. That's Phil's. Oh, dear. Somebody this morning.
Full-time ninja.
They're going to be part of my new stickers, by the way, for like for comedy.
Right.
So yeah.
Is it turned on? Are you sure?
Dear
Seriously, go
Lord.
check. Love it.
Oh dear, Conker, you're crazy. That's you, definitely, Conker.
Hang on.
Oh, lovely. Well done. Nice one.
No, this is Conker.
Oh yeah, tell me about.
What's going wrong this time?
Wow,
So-
I've never seen. I was going to say, I've never seen silence so quiet in a mortuary. Maybe.
Well, yeah. Sometimes silence amongst friends is very nice.
Especially when you got sound effects.
Yeah, it's. I don't know about you guys. I don't know, talk about that. My have you guys? I mean, I've got one very very special friend who I grew up with. Known him since I was about 12, I think. And you see or speak to him, or he speaks to me very irregularly. So once, maybe once or twice a year, and it's like the phone rings, boom. It's like nothing happens. That's what you call real friends, you know.
Oh,
And I guess we've all got somebody like it. Well, I hope you all got somebody like it. You know, it's.
Yeah,
I've only got one.
You know, it's
I've got
really
two friends
nice.
like that. So. Yeah, I've got two friends like that.
Yeah.
And also, I've got the one. I've got the wife. She only speaks to me twice a year.
What?
is that's a good thing though, for time?
That's more than Ash's wife speaks to him. I'll tell you.
Oh, I was in the doghouse.
I bet.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean, though, Phil. Yeah, I've got two friends like that, Phil. Yeah, I know what
it's
you mean.
really nice. I mean, you know, I'm just thinking about the other day because I said we've known each other since I was, well, I think it was 12 or something when we went to school and stuff. And it's he's done very well for himself. A good friend. So you always know you're good mates when I'm trustee for his will. And he came up here back. It was before the shutdown, I think. Was it before the? Yeah, it was. Oh, I can't remember. During the summer, he came up on his Harley. Bought his Harley. He and his partner. And they turned up, and we had, you know, it's like the normal stuff like a cup of tea and sausage sandwiches. You know, that's what mates do, isn't it? And we were out there in the garden, just chewing the fat as you do. He said, "To be honest, Phil, I've only got one ambition." I said, "What's that, mate?" Lester. He said, "To go to your funeral." Oh, thanks, mate. You know. Yeah. Oh, all right then. Now it's a competition. Who's going to go first, isn't it? You see.
First, now it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, is Kevin down in the basement?
No, Kevin's. No, he's not there at the moment, Henry. No, he was.
I'm going at 9 o'clock anyway because I've got to get things done.
Yeah, no problem at all, mate. Yeah, we might. I might wrap it up a bit earlier tonight because I've always say do 2 hours. And very goes into 3.
I've just had a long night after last night's technical issues last night.
John lad, fork's sake, Jason.
Don't forget your fork handles, Ash. Don't forget tomorrow you need some fork handles.
Yeah, I did actually mention that earlier, Dale. I can't remember what for now. I forgot, you know. I've been in here a while. Who knows?
It's like the TARDIS, isn't it?
You know you've had enough to drink, Ash, because you lie down without hanging on. Then you know you've had enough.
Yeah,
definitely.
Because when you get up in the bedroom, you think next time that bed comes round, I'm getting on the bugger. And it goes round and round and round. And it goes on the neck.
That happens.
And invariably you'll miss it.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, usually end up on the floor.
Yeah.
End up
I
on
had
the
some-
floor.
I
with
had some of the
that
loose
stuff.
stains.
I had some Russian vodka like that once, and I'll tell you what, that room spun like crazy. It was 100 something proof, you know. I had to put both legs to the ground on the bed, and it still didn't stop spinning.
I'm still standing. Ash is still standing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually wasn't there.
I've got some hooch up there. One competition. I'm frightened to try and touch it. It's that what's it? The German stuff, the pure liquid they do. I don't know what it's called.
I was watching American chap making moonshine on the old Discovery the other week.
Yeah, that bloody moonshine. You ever been on that Ouzo?
Sorry?
I've never drink.
Yeah. Have you been on that Ouzo, guys?
No.
I've heard of it.
Never heard of it.
It's like a peppermint taste, isn't it? Oh, God, that's strong.
Yeah.
What's it called, Mr. Stuart?
Ouzo.
Hooter?
No, Ouzo.
Oh, Ouzo. Oh, I
Ouzo.
beg your pardon, Ouzo. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's not.
It's
It's
supposed to dilute it.
Greek, isn't it? Isn't that Greek?
I don't know what. Yeah, Greek. Yeah, I had it. When I went on my first mates, with my mates on holiday first, and I went into a restaurant, and the waiter gave us a shot of an Ouzo. And of course, me being clear, you know what I mean, for my first holiday, I thought I'd buy a bottle of that. And he said, no, you must mix it, you must mix it and all that. Yeah, did I? I was drinking it. Tell you what, as soon as I walked out the restaurant, that was it. I was gone. Taxi. That was gone.
Yeah.
We had to tell
I
the
had
taxi
some
man.
absinthe. You ever had absinthe? I had some of that when I was in Spain.
Yeah.
My
That's when you
God,
mix it with water, so it goes
100%,
filthy, doesn't it?
100% proof.
Yeah. Yeah.
This one?
I mean, mine is Southern Comfort. I can't even smell it. I was so ill once it come out my nose, and at that point, then oh dear Lord, oh, my mate. I'm gonna. It's funny how your memory goes all over the place. My mate, when I was on the bikes and stuff, his Larry, his name is, also a friend of mine and Leicester's. His party trick, he could be sick out of his nose. He used to drink rum and black, and he could be sick out of his nose. That was his party trick.
Take care, Thomas.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, the things us girls used to get up to.
Yeah.
Another good old days. It's like my best mate said to me, right, can you swallow golf balls? I said, no, I can't swallow golf balls. He could.
Swallow one.
Go for.
Yeah. Golf
Would you
balls.
ever go ball?
But he knows nothing. Right, hang on a second. Golf balls. It's a little tiny little sweet. It's called golf balls.
Oh,
chewing gum.
bloody hell.
That's a gobstone, isn't it?
You were on about.
What is he, a bloody snake? I get you.
Oh, Wally.
He's gone, I'll tell you. He's gone, I'll tell you. He's gone.
Conker, you ever smelled mothballs?
Ever smell them?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, go on. Camphor they smell of, don't they?
Who held the wings?
Oh, dear.
Oh.
My time is up. I'm pushing the curtain. I'll have to go. It's 9
All right,
o'clock.
Sparks.
Right.
Take care, everyone.
Right.
Look after yourself. I'll see you on the radio
Good night,
next time.
Hello, mate.
fun.
You take care.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
And,
too.
uh,
Bye.
Oh,
Cheers, mate.
that-
Take it.
Yeah, there's some cruel people with moths around in there.
See you on the next live.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, they smell of camphor, I think it is. Now, why would I know that nonsense? I have no idea, but there we go. Excuse my manners. Yeah, lots of little tricks we used to always get up to. God, dear, oh dear.
We used to tie fishing wire to someone's letterbox. Remember that trick? Right?
No, sure, that's just you, mate.
Yeah. Was it just me? Yeah. Yeah, we used to put fishing wire on the knockers, and then go across the road and pull it, and then just release it. And you obviously couldn't see the fishing wire, but that's the sort of crazy thing you used to do. Yeah.
Was that the worst thing you ever got up to as a boy, Stuart?
Oh God,
Rattling,
no. I don't tell you.
litter boxes.
No, I don't tell you. No, dear, man. No. They always
Was that
say.
what you were going to admit to?
Right, yeah, so I'll give it because once you rang the bell, mate, you can't unring it. That's my dad theory. You used to tell me. Yeah, and you don't know where all this is going. What we're filming here now, so no.
Yeah, well, yeah. I know we used to go scrubbing apples. Used to jump over the fence there and get these apples. Then the farmer would chase you, or you'd hear him shout at you, and you run like mad across and try and eat them. They're always cookers. You couldn't eat the damn things anyway. They were as sour as old Harry.
Yeah. I remember being up in an apple tree once, and the bloke come out with me in his orchard, and I got stuck and I fell, and I got my jeans caught hanging upside down in his tree. I was just banging like a bat. He come out to see me.
Your bare backside for all to see there, was it?
Well, he stood there at first laughing at me because he just knew I couldn't do anything. So I apologising.
He thought the moon was up.
And he said, I said, you wouldn't mind giving me an out, would you, mate? Get me out, you know what I mean? Get me out the bloody tree to lift me up. Oh, gosh, but things you do. Yeah.
I mean, back in my day, I can remember we used to have a chap called Sergeant. Oh, what the hell was his name now? I forgot it. Sergeant something. But he was the old-fashioned copper in our village, town, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
He used to always have this big black torch, rubber torch. And he'd take on any of the local hard boys and all the rest of it, give him a good idea.
Yeah.
He was a proper copper, like none of this nonsense nowadays. God, dear, oh dear. Go around with no light on your push bike, he make you push it all the way home.
Yeah.
Nowadays they don't even bother, do they?
Yeah. Well, I used to, guys. What we used to do is we used to, because I've done security work, we used to. We used to, in the city, if there's any trouble, we used to ride around in a vehicle and they used to call us, and we used to go in the pubs to sort the trouble out. Man, I don't know. I survived it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Say there's trouble in the pub, get them out. You know what I mean? For us, I need to pay us good money for it. Oh, I wouldn't do it now. No.
Yeah, it's you suddenly old Father Time, he catches up eventually, Stuart. No matter how clever or fit you are, you know, you see all these, you know, ex-hard men, you know, from the London estates and stuff. They're old men now, you know, and they living on their reputation and their in the past. But because it happens to us all, there's always going to be a young lad coming up behind you. You know, you're going to be the one with the hiding.
Yeah, I always wanted that. You used to walk in there, you know, man. Used to be like 50 lads, and you think, Christ, you know what am I getting myself? But that was part of the job, and that was it.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I was never a real fighter, as I said before. I was a lover. All my mates be around there fighting all around. And I ran the back of the bike shakes, giving her one. It was more fun. And it lasted longer. Well, sometimes.
But that's the thing that's wrong with people. That's what's wrong now. We've lost that thing where law and order, where people know the rights and they're not frightened now, are they?
No. Well, there's a real worry. It's all this knife business nowadays. I mean, the youngsters just killing each other. I can't. Oh, dear Lord! You know what's that all about?
It's ridiculous.
I do trauma film. You know, guys, I do trauma, so part of my job, I have to know it. And it's just what other people will do to people. It's just unbelievable. Especially
you do trauma,
yeah, I do. Yeah, I do with my line of work sometimes. Phil, I have to know about trauma things. So someone gets shot or stabbed, you have to deal with it. You know what I mean? And it's just horrendous what some people do to people. You know what I mean?
Terrible. Yeah.
The way gangs.
My missus worked nights in A&E for many years, and she could tell you some stories. But they never had much trouble in A&E in those days. They only had one phone call to the local police, and they were there, and you know, literally. Nowadays,
I've told you guys now. There's a craze going around gangs. There's been called. I'm sure I mentioned it. It's what they call SPARKY now. And what they'll do is they'll take a spoke out of the wheel, the push bike wheel, and they'll put that through you now. They don't use knives. They're going to using bloody things like that now, and it's frightening. No.
Unbelievable.
It's just frightening.
Unbelievable. God, I'm sounding like Martin Butler now, aren't I? Unbelievable.
Yeah. But anyway, it's just society. Just people aren't afraid of things now, are they?
Well, anyway. Well, I mean, the problem is there's no retribution nowadays. You know, we slap your hand, put you on on a month's good behaviour, and that's it. But, it's.
Well, it's like you're saying, Phil. In the old days, man, if you upset the village bobby, you were in trouble.
Absolutely.
You were in trouble.
Sergeant King, that's his name. Well done. Sergeant King.
Used to get
our local bobby.
Used to get your foot.
He's about 6'12" tall, 8 foot wide. He's a big lad, and you never had any trouble with him. He ruled with a rod of iron.
Yeah, you knew if you upset our village bobby.
You behave yourself, you've never had a problem with him.
No, that's it. Yeah.
Nowadays, they turn up in squad cars and God knows what else, and one can't do something because they got to wait for backup and all this nonsense.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a job I could do, to be honest. I wouldn't want to be a copper nowadays, but
No. Our village bobby, though, he used to patrol the villages around, and as soon as you seen him, you knew, like, stand by your beds because you knew if you got some line trouble.
Yeah. James Gibson saying it. The country's gone soft now. It's very true. We used to go to the local village and local towns discos and the dances on a Saturday night. Come the end of it, they'll be rolling around on the floor and all the rest of it for back of the bike shed in my case. But and the law would always be outside. Just go in and oink them out, like, and off you go. And I'd still be around the back of the bike shed. I can tell you a few things about Shaftesbury. Oh, dear, oh, Lord.
Well, they've stopped. They used to have things at youth clubs, didn't they, for kids and that. Now, I mean, I don't know what it is now, what there is for kids now. I don't know.
Whatever. Scott, are you all right there, mate? You've gone very quiet, boy. I'm a bit worried about you.
No, just plotting something. Don't worry.
I mean, Scott, you're up from the younger generation. So, what is it for entertainment for young people now? To sort of things.
The computer, you see.
Hang on a minute. Yeah.
Hello,
my name is Scotty.
I'm sorry, I get distracted by a certain website. Ash knows exactly which one.
You haven't been watching that porn again, have you?
Porn again?
No, I'm busy on Canva.
Right, let's just have a rewind and we'll start again, eh?
Yeah, good on it.
Go on in, Scotty. What do you think?
What do I think
You haven't even heard what I've said, have you, Scott?
Something about.
I said what do you think is available? I said, what do you think is available for you?
Bye, Crypto. Let me see it, darling.
As like we used to have youth clubs and that. You know what I mean, Scott?
Yeah.
And we used to have things to do. There was activities to do.
Yeah.
Drywall climbing and things like that, and it was skateboard parks. So what's out there for people?
I honestly don't know.
That's the end of that, then. Don't worry about that. Thanks for your input, Scotty. And what was that? Number one, was that? I nearly got you.
I know you did.
It's gaming, right? They play with the thumbs thing.
Yeah, Mick did that to me the other day. I was waving at him down in the basement, and he brought me up. And I just got away with it. I was proving I wasn't. I'm proving I could still fire a bow and arrow. Put it that way. Oh dear.
Right, Scotty. So, could you listen to me then? What interesting website are you in? Let's change the subject there.
Canva.
What?
It's called Canva. It's good for intros and thumbnails and stuff like that.
I see. Right.
Is it a dating agency, Scotty?
No.
I'd be in trouble if it was.
Why do you want to date?
You definitely would be, because he's always on it.
I was the one who recommended everyone to it.
What was that website you said?
It's when the wife comes in. What are you watching? Nothing. Nothing.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Cheers, John, lad. Good to see you. Thanks for calling in. All right. Well, guys, I think we're coming to the end of it now. I've managed to keep it down to less than 2 hours actually. Where are we? Hour and a half. Which I'm doing quite well for time. So I'd like to thank everybody in the comments, and you'll forgive me for not naming you because I don't know how to do it. So I just say thank you, everybody. All the panel, of course. Henry, you're always welcome, my friend. Ash, nice to see you sober for a change. Dottie, don't worry about it. You carry on looking at your porn. I don't mind. And Stuart, thank you, Lord.
I'll just carry on talking to yourself. All right.
You just carry on. Yeah. Of course, we had Sparky on earlier on, and of course, and Kevin. It's good to see you guys. Of course, it is. But I think sometimes it's good just to cut it when it's working. And apart from that, I want a beer.
Yeah, dinner time for us here.
Yeah.
Well, you're about having your tea now.
Oh, yeah. I had my tea. I tell you what, I had seafood.
Seafood? What you saying?
Seafood pasta. Lovely it was.
Ooh.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, guys. Take care. We're done.
Yes. Ciao.
All the very best to everybody.
All right, guys.
Cheers. Cheers. All right. Cheers. Bye bye.
Right, yeah.
Bye-bye.
So,
Bye bye.
I've lost